Hello, everybody. Welcome back once again. I am Nicodemus Kane. Today is March the 29th of 2022, 329. This is the number that I have been given many, many times over the past 3 years, 2 or 3 years. I have seen the sequence 329, 239, 923, any combination of the sort over and over and over again. These numbers have been popping up for me. So I am going to say right now that this is just another one of those days. this is like the 311, this is like the 315, this is like the 501, this is just all the numbers that keep popping up over and over again. The 911, the 119, we're on Psalm 119, so we have to understand that this is a thing. But 329 is just another one of those numbers. So be wary. Understand that it may not be something that happens right in front of your face. It may be something that happens off the side, away from the public. Something that happens in the background. And the fact that we just had a massive distraction happen yesterday, in the form of the slap heard around the world, that there definitely is probably something going on in the background. Anytime they try to distract you with some kind of entertainment, if you can call it that. When they try to distract you with some kind of entertainment, they always have something going on in the background. So just be warned, be ready. I am not going to say anything will happen because I don't know. Now, I am going to say you should always be on your guard for anything, anywhere, ever. Definitely. But I know that they like to work in numbers. And this is just one of those numbers that keeps popping up. So you've been warned. All right, outside of that, we are going to be reading Psalm 119. This is TZADDI. In the King James, it's TZADDI. On the Hebrew for Christians, it is TSADE, TZADDI. It is kind of hard to find a meaning for this. There's not a lot of places where it gives you a clear and definite answer to what the meaning of this word is. Gematria is 90. Pictograph. So the pictograph looks like another seed. It looks like a sperm cell with the head on top. I read on another website, because you can't find that information on this one, that it could be a fortress with a line running to it. It could be a temple with a road. It could be a worm, because the where did it say it was? It has got its name from the shape of a fishing hook, or perhaps a bird trap. It is it means to catch, to hunt, to find, to pull in, to grab. A lot of different things is what it means. It is also made from several different combinations of definitions. It's like I said, it's very hard. There's no one clear cut definition of what this means. The way that it's written, it is. They say that it is a man that is bent over with his hands stretched out, a righteous man bent over with his hands stretched out, as if to receive something, as if to worship, as if to ask. Um, what was it? Pay from yesterday was about asking with the mouth. Ayin before was about seeing with the eyes. Pay was about, putting that into the world. This is this is about receiving it. This is about being received. This is about being taken after you've asked, after you've seen, after you've been faithful. This could also mean something along the lines of, I will make you fishers of men. Is that I will take you and I will let you go and hunt. It sounds wrong when you say hunt, but go hunt, go fish, go collect. Go collect those people and bring them in because they are looking. The truly righteous man will go gather his flock, gather to pull them in, to bring them in, especially in a holy way, in a righteous way. If that makes any sense at all, because again, there's not really that much of a way to discern what this word means. So many different things. TZADDI got its name from the shape of a fishing hook or perhaps a bird trap, which is related to the word zad, meaning to hunt, catch, or capture. Notice that the letter itself is formed from a bent nun and a vav. The nun represents a humble and faithful servant, the crowned vav, that is bent in submission. So, the yod represents a hand lifted to heaven, or the Spirit of God. The tzaddik, a righteous person, is therefore revealed in the letter form as a faithful servant with his arms raised before the Lord in humility. As such, some of the sages have said that the letter TZADDI represents the tzaddikim, the righteous ones, that are the yesod, foundation of the earth. So, the root is this catching, this hunting, this gathering. It is a righteous man who is bringing people in, gathering. It is another letter of Christ. He was gathering his flock. He was gathering his people back in. That's the best explanation I can come up with. That's it. I'm sure there's more than that, man. I went through 5 different websites trying to find it. The dictionaries that are out there, they just want to tell you, well, it's just the 17th letter of or whatever letter it was. What letter did I say it was? Oh, come on now. 18th letter. 18th letter of the alphabet, having the numeric value of 90. The pictograph for TZADDI looks something like a man on his side, representing need, whereas a classic Hebrew scripture is constructed of a bent nun in an ascending. Yeah, there's 2 ands in there. With an ascending yod. It is a righteous man. He is crowned with his hand raised to the sky. So there you go. But there were so many other ones that just, they don't tell you. They did not tell you what this word means or what this letter means at all. They just, there's so many of them telling you how to pronounce it and all that stuff, but it's just like, what does it mean? And then, I read the pictograph. It was saying that it's not a seed. It's not like the seed that we saw, a couple letters ago. I cannot remember which one it was. Where it was just a sperm cell. That's all it was. Now this one, they said that it was representing a fortress or a temple or a place where you go, and the squiggly line in front of it was the road to it, the welcoming road to wherever it was. And they said that the fortress or the temple works both ways. And that I got another I got another hair in my mouth. Man, what the heck? But the fortress or the temple works both ways, because the fortress is a place, not just a fortress for battle. It could also be a place where the huntsmen go out and hunt food, to go, a gathering place where they can go out and they can a starting point is what it was. Same with a temple. You go to a temple, it's the starting point for your journey of faith and understanding. So it works both ways. Um, so it's that journey. It's that welcoming road. It's the road that you take, whenever you have been caught, whenever you have been, whenever you've had the seed implanted in you, whenever you have had a fisher of men come up to you and put that notion in your head that maybe there's something more and you want to go check it out. That makes sense. Okay? Does that, man, I was trying to put it together, and I just could not find the edge to it. I could not, like, put it all together until I really started, like, I needed at least three different places to tell me that it's this, so that I can say, oh, that makes sense, because it's the it's the divine person that's going out and bringing people in and showing them a better way, if that makes sense. Okay. with that with that all being said, we can now read this thing. Oh man. I didn't think it was going to be so hard this morning, but I guess, that's crazy. All right, so let's go through this. TZADDI. Righteous art thou, O Lord, and upright are thy judgments. Thy testimonies that thou hast commanded are righteous and very faithful. My zeal hath consumed me, because mine enemies have forgotten thy words. Thy word is very pure, therefore thy servant loveth it. I am small and despised, yet do not I forget thy precepts. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. Amen to that one. All right. Let's take a 5-second break here, and then we will go back through it. All right. Today is a not a heavy allergy day, but definitely a heavy nose day. I woke up like this, so it's probably my own fault. We didn't turn the heater on last night and it got cold. That usually makes everything go crazy. All right, so going in this understanding that the letter means to bring in, to capture, to seed, to fish, to bring along that journey, to welcome in, to pull somebody onto the right path. knowing that that's kind of probably what the word means, that we can go ahead and see how this relates. Starting from the top. Righteous art thou, O Lord, and upright are thy judgments. Speaks for itself. Thy testimonies that thou hast commanded are righteous and very faithful. That speaks for itself. My zeal hath consumed me, because mine enemies have forgotten thy words. Zeal hath consumed me, because mine enemies have forgotten thy words. Because my enemies, once again, have turned away from you, have gone after their own vanities, their own lusts, their own pride, and they are doing whatever they want to hurt me simply because I choose not to follow them, I choose to follow you. Thy word is very pure, therefore thy servant loveth it. I am small and despised, yet do not I forget thy precepts. And again, no matter how much they hate you, no matter how much they hurt you, no matter how much they push you down, take away your voice, take away your freedom, take away everything, do not move away from God's word. He will protect you in the time of all need. Do not ever move away from that. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. It is the truth. Truth shall set you free. There is the lie of this world, and there's truth of God's word. I've gone over that several times. We, more than anything, I want anyone that's hearing this to know you are being lied to. You've been lied to since the day you were born. You're going to be lied to until the day that you die. And it is because this world does not want you to know the truth. And the truth is, I just sneezed. I just sneezed hard, too. Like a brain scrambler. Oh, man. All right. It's going to be one of those days. I can feel it. It's going to be one of those days. Or I'm just sneezing all day. That's what it feels like. It feels like I got a hair or something in my nose that's turned the wrong way. Okay. Where were we? Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights. Again, no matter how much they hurt you and destroy you, take away everything that you are, always keep your eye on the Father. Always ask Him to help you through it. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. Always pray for understanding. Pray for wisdom. Pray for knowledge. Pray for the understanding of this world. If you do not know something or do not understand something that is going on either in the world or in the Word or in anything, pray for it. I prayed constantly at the beginning of this. Give me wisdom and understanding. Give me the knowledge of what's going on, at least. Tell me the truth. And for almost an entire year, I was bombarded. Everywhere I looked, bombarded by truth. And just like a constant stream, just, YouTube videos, books, being able to find people. I think that getting on Twitter and finding others that were sharing, sharing wisdom, sharing knowledge, sharing understanding, uh, being able to go. We were actually going out to different places. We took a couple little field trips around Indiana, and we're going to different places. We went to a couple different mounds, parks that they had Indian mounds. I wanted to see this stuff for myself. We started planning trips where we could go out and find other places. I wanted to know the truth, of what was going on, and it just kept coming, and it was almost like it was too much to a point. So much so that I remember praying and saying, "Okay, hold back a little bit, because I am getting overwhelmed by this." So I was taking it all in way faster than I should have, but I was getting everything. I was absolutely getting everything. Always, if you want to know, pray for it. Pray for it, you will get it, and you will find it. You will definitely find it in some way, shape, or form. But that's TZADDI. That's it. That's all there is to it. Um, that one kind of wasn't. That was. I'm not going to say it was a hard one, but that was one that was kind of hard to find out what exactly it meant. And there's not a lot to dissect out of it. I don't want to say that it's standard, because none of these are standard. They all have something to say, but this one this one said a lot that we already we have already seen, we already know, we already understand. So take that as you will. Uh, Man, it's only 6:30. I got a lot of time. I gotta blow my nose again, man, because it's going crazy. Hold on a second, guys. Again, I say, why can't we have recording software that just lets you pause? Like a VCR. Why does everything digital have to be so hard? Um, and again, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a program out there that does it. This program does not. So I gotta take it as it is. I Before I had OBS, I had I was just using um the whatchamacallit, the Elgato. Um, but then again, I was just recording, video, or not video, video games. I was just recording game stuff, just talking over video games. I never actually, thought I'd be doing it like this, and OBS just makes it so easy. You just hit record and just talk. You don't have to worry about anything else. But I'm sure there's other video recording software that might let you do that, where you just, you hit pause, and then it comes back immediately whenever you hit unpause, so that you don't have to sit there for the 5-10 seconds to wait for me to blow my nose. Sheesh. Um, I really don't have too much else other than that. I mean, I might be able just to have 30 minutes of my life to just be able to sit here and get myself ready. I don't have much to say. I really don't. I woke up tired. I had weird dreams of working. I've already put in like a 8-hour shift in my dreams, so I am already exhausted. Um, I don't know what else to say. I really don't. It's just been, yeah, like I said, one of those days already. And seeing that it is a 329 just kind of tripped me a little bit. So, don't be scared of it. Don't be scared of it. Don't be worried. Don't be fretful. Just know that this is on them. This is what they do to us. Is they use numerology, which may not be bad. God gave us numbers as He gave us everything else, but they use it. Those powers that should not be, the evil powers of the air and sky, and the darkness of this world, the whole spiel. They are the ones that use this stuff against us. They use it to talk to each other. They use it to code events that they make happen. They use it in secret, away from the people of this world, so that they can do their manipulations behind the scenes. And we have only scratched the surface on what half of these numbers mean, on what half of any of it means. So we don't even have all the information. But we know that there are repeating numbers that happen over and over again. You've seen it for years upon years upon years in media and movies, books, any kind of art. You see these numbers pop up over and over again. So they mean something. Either it all means something or it all means absolutely nothing. And there's too much evidence to show that these repeating numbers that happen over and over and over again in your subconscious, they gotta mean something. They gotta add up to something. We were just watching the new Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. Good movie, by the way. But we were just watching the new movie, and there's a scene towards the beginning of the movie where they're inside of a police station, and you only see it for like the briefest of seconds. But there's a 113 that just pops up. Just for that slight second, and it's just enough to, you have to rewind it again to make sure that you saw it. And you're just like, that was a thing. I just saw that. There was another number that came later on. I cannot remember what it was. What was the other one we were watching? We were watching The Crow. We went back and watched The Crow. The old Crow, Brandon Lee. And he's in the pawn shop, and he's got the guy that owns the pawn shop. He's got the guy held at gunpoint, and I'll be damned if the clock behind him doesn't say 9/11. I was like, what the hell, man? And it doesn't really say 9/11. I think it's like 8:49, or no, not 49. It'd be 8:54 is what it would be. The small hand was on the 9. The big hand was 1 minute before the 11. It's still a 9/11. The one beside it was. It wasn't I kept thinking, oh, look, it's a 329, but it's not. It was like a 324 or something like that. Something crazy like that. And I was like, that's so close, but why would they do that? It's just one of those weird little things that you see. But it's in the background. It's constantly in the background. Movies, television shows. I've done several videos on it. A lot of the videos didn't pop up because you can't record. You can't even take a screenshot of websites anymore, like Hulu and Was I trying to do Netflix back then? I don't remember. I know I was trying to do Hulu, and you can't even take a screenshot. That just sucks. It's absolutely absurd. Um, because copyright reasons. There's got to be a way around it. I'm sure there is. But but it was just another one of those things where it's just like, it's always there. It's always there. Whether it's the clocks in the background, always look at the clocks in the background. Um, always look at the numbers on the doors, especially apartments. Look at, listen to birthdays. People say, certain birthdays. If somebody ever shows a driver's license, look at the date on a driver's license. The most notorious one is the Matrix, Neo's passport. The date that I think it expires, or whenever it was issued. I don't remember exactly what it was. That date is the most infamous one of all. Um, Anywhere where they just do numbers. If you hear them, if you hear people talk inside of movies and they talk about numbers, or they say something number, if somebody says, how many of such and such, are there? And if somebody says 6, there is a good chance they will say it 2 more times. The guy that asked the question will repeat it, and then either the guy will repeat it again or someone else will say it down the line. I've started noticing that too. And it will stretch for a good hour until somebody says another number. But the next number they say matches. And it is the craziest thing in the world, but it's when you catch it, it's like peering behind the curtain. It's like seeing into what they're doing. It's a real thing. I can't ever sit somebody down and just say, okay, I'm gonna force you to watch 5 hours of movies and TV shows so that you can see exactly what I need to see, need you to see. It's one of those things where it's like, it's there. You just have to pay attention. Anything and everything you watch, you just have to pay attention to it. It's right there in front of your face. And if you can see it, then you have to ask the question, why is it there? Why is it, not only why is it there, but why is it constantly there? Why is there a consistent numerical value put on these things over and over and over again? Why do you keep seeing them? Why are they putting them in the background? Why is it that you have to look on the wall behind somebody to be able to see it? Why is it's a secret code? It's the A113 of Pixar. Oh, it's just the number of the classroom that they. No, it's not. No, it wasn't just the number of the classroom that they. There's a meaning to it. There's something to it that's hidden that you need to find. You just need to open your eyes. So, go with it with that, and you'll see it. You'll see it everywhere. You'll see bands do it too. You'll see music. You'll see it in music, TV shows, any kind of media whatsoever. And then you have to start asking the question, what does this all mean? What is all this? Why is this a thing? Why has it been a thing for years upon years upon years? Why is it now opening itself up? And then you have to ask yourself, what does this have to do with the mark of the beast? What does this have to do with the number of man? The number of the beast, the number of man, number of his name. What does that mean within itself? And you'll find it. It'll open itself up. And it goes back to pray to God for that wisdom. He'll teach you. He'll teach you how it works. He'll help you understand it. It's a wild and crazy ride, and I can see how it can overwhelm a lot of people, and a lot of people will turn away from it because I have asked several times over the past 3, 4 years, give me a break. let me let me walk away from it. Right now I'm on a break. I've been on a break for a while because things are just it's the same old right now, and nobody's listening. I can't get anybody to listen, so I need to focus on what's going on in my life right now. So that's what I'm doing. It's what a lot of people are doing, actually. I thought a lot of people were walking away from the truth community because they were tired of fighting, for fighting for people, fighting for this world, trying to get the truth out. But I'm understanding now that a lot of them just needed to step away so that they could take care of themselves. I understand that now. I understand that you can come to that time where it's like, I need to focus on me. So there's that. But definitely pray for wisdom. Pray for wisdom, pray for understanding, pray for these things. Watch the numbers. Watch what they do. Watch the dates that correspond to these numbers. Watch what they say or they have said, especially on very specific days. Going back, man, going back as far as recorded history. They do these things on very specific days. And it all adds up. It all matches up in some way, shape, or form. So that's all I gotta say about that, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and go to work. So thank you guys for listening. Um, take care of yourselves. God bless every one of you. I mean, really, it's it's been hard knowing that there's just so many people that are just not listening, and I have seen willful ignorance past the point of letting themselves be hurt. They are so willing to be ignorant of what's going on in this world that they're just letting themselves be hurt. And it bothers me so much, but at the same time, we were told this would happen. So we just have to keep praying for it. Keep praying for those people that just don't know or don't want to know or don't want to understand. Pray that they find whatever it is that they need to be able to move forward. All right. I shall talk to you all later. God bless everyone.